What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Oscar Dela Hoya. Oscar Dela Hoya once again reiterates that he can do some damage at 154 pound weight class. Hashtag FBF, hashtag the comeback, hashtag training, hashtag golden boy. El Niño de Oro. And recently, because of that, Jermell Charlo has responded and called out Oscar De La Hoya, and that's his old boss, and Jermell just recently, spoke about De La Hoya being a liar and doesn't really promote black fighters like Al Heyman does and things like that. And Charlo calls him out and he says, I'm king. Let's go. And he says this. He says that, where's Charlo? He says, Oscar De La Hoya, I won't scare you or try to make you stop. Come on. You ain't been touched by this era. You said 154 because I'm the king. Let's go. And of course, that's a reply to what Oscar De La Hoya said, that he can do damage at 154. Look, the last time Oscar De La Hoya fought a would-be fighter of his was Manny Pacquiao, because you guys can remember Manny Pacquiao took a retainer of money to sign with Golden Boy, but then had to give it back because Pacquiao was still signed with Top Rank. That's when Oscar De La Hoya was first coming out with Golden Boy, his brand, his promotional company. Okay, and and it seemed that Manny was on board, but of course he had contractual obligations still with Bob Arum. So De La Hoya, agreed to fight him. Pacquiao, of course, wanted to fight De La Hoya. Of course, it was at a catch weight of 145, and it was personal for De La Hoya because he really wanted Manny on his banner. Rightfully so. He was Manny Pacquiao. Look what he did at 122, 126, 130, 135, 140, and so on, right? And we seen what happened. He was picked apart. However, that wasn't a catch weight at 145. However, that was, 12 years ago? It's a long time. And we all know that Oscar De La Hoya, we don't know what he has left. We don't know if he has anything left. We don't know if he's even has any. We don't even know if he's any competition for anyone at 154. We know how he was. And fighting someone like Jermell Charlo versus the old De La Hoya got him. That's a whole different weight. Look, I would pick any fighter. Vernon Forrest, Oscar De La Hoya, Winky Wright, Ike Corte. Not Mayorga. Man, I don't know if about Fernando Vargas. Maybe Fernando Vargas even to beat Jermell Charlo. Back then, though, De La Hoya, if he could beat Jermell Charlo at this age, at 47, because he's 47 years old, that would say so much to a guy and to fighters that are retired. You would have retired fighters coming all out of the woodwork talking about making a comeback because they've seen that it's possible. Well, you should have seen that it's possible when George Foreman did it to Michael Moore. Okay, so it can happen. It just depends on what type of shape you in. I haven't seen anything about Oscar De La Hoya punching the heavy bag or doing anything, lately. He's been talking, so he might be secretly training somewhere. He might be getting it on, seeing what he can do. But that would be great. It would be a great grudge match because Jermell Charlo does have beef with Oscar De La Hoya. He got out of that promotional company because he disliked it. He's been talking of how unfair they were to him. So that's his chance. That's if De La Hoya takes it. I mean, look, it's a long shot. Come on, this guy's been retired 12 years. He's 47 years old. Compared to Jermell Charlo, And how old is Jermell Charlo these days? 30, 31? He's still young, really young. Okay, so that's a 17, 18-year age difference. He could be his son, for Christ's sake. So, you know, who knows? But I don't know who De La Hoya was referring to when he was talking about burning out the 154 division. However, Jermell is at that division, and he looks at himself as a king. Honestly, I would like to see him fight Lara. You know what I mean? There's a lot of guys there, and Lara's a lot older. He's like 35, 36. So he has a better chance against someone like that does have wear and tear versus a fighter fresh, hungry, or whatever Jermell is. He's young, strong, hard-punching guy, Jermell Charlo. But De La Hoya in shape, a prime De La Hoya, would destroy Jermell Charlo. You know, but of course Jermell wouldn't want to fight with someone that old. Honestly, I wouldn't want to fight with him. I wouldn't call out a guy 47 years of age. That's just like someone from the heavyweight. Think of Tyson Fury calling out Mike Tyson, or Wilder calling out Mike Tyson because he's coming back. You know, why would you do that? So I would never do that. But it is what it is. It might be because of the grudge he once had, or maybe still has, towards Oscar De La Hoya. But it does sound entertaining, to say the least. You guys tell me what you think of Oscar De La Hoya making a comeback on top of Jermell calling out Oscar De La Hoya for making a comeback. But anyway, tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace.